Welcome to Hindu Infopedia. Today we're diving deep into a crucial aspect of colonial rule, the deliberate dismantling of India's civilizational soul. From 1765 to 1947, Britain's conquest was more than just political. It was a psychological and cultural assault. This was a systematic attempt to reshape Indians in a foreign image. Cultural genocide erases a people's identity, education, language, and memory while leaving them physically alive. For India, this began with Thomas Macaulay's Minute on Education in 1835. British policy aimed to create Indians who were English in taste, opinions, morals, and intellect. The Gurukul and Pathshala networks that educated millions were defunded, and English replaced our rich languages. Indian knowledge was dismissed as superstition, despite our civilization pioneering mathematics, medicine, and philosophy. Before colonization, surveys found thousands of village schools teaching essential subjects to all. But within decades, these schools vanished, replaced by English medium institutions training clerks for the empire. The same fate struck our medicine. Ayurveda and other systems were branded unscientific, while their knowledge was appropriated. By 1900, only a fraction of Indian children attended school and literacy rates plummeted. Learning shifted from understanding life to serving the colonial office. The British also re-engineered our social fabric, freezing fluid jatis into rigid castes. They turned our religious diversity into hardened divisions, institutionalizing communal politics. Hindus, Muslims, Sikhs, and Christians were pushed into exclusive boxes, breaking centuries of coexistence. This fragmentation, perfected under the Morley Minto reforms, led to partition, a political separation born from cultural rupture. Control of narrative was equally powerful. British historians portrayed India as a land of despots saved by European enlightenment. Sanskrit texts were mistranslated, and our artifacts were shipped to London as relics of a dead civilization. Generations of Indians were educated to admire their rulers and doubt their ancestors. Yet, India resisted. Hidden gurukuls, vernacular presses, and reformers like Dayananda Saraswati kept the lamp of knowledge burning. Women educators like Savitribai Phule reopened learning to half the population, once excluded by colonial neglect. By the early 1900s, nationalist thinkers began reclaiming education and literature for India's awakening. Raphael Lemkin, who coined genocide, included destruction of language and culture in his definition. British rule fits that frame. It erased languages and institutions, leaving scars that still shape modern India. The mission of recovery is not revenge. It's about remembrance and reconstruction. You've been watching Hindu Infopedia. If this exploration of India's cultural resilience resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe. Join us at hinduinfopedia.com to rediscover truth through history.